Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thalmor Radio.
Thalmor Radio.
I've thought about propositioning the worship leader at my church about singing my theme himself, because he has a great singing voice, and he might be willing to do like a piano version of it. But he's an even bigger Bible thumper than I am. And so because it's not inherently a religious song, he may decline on that basis alone. But we'll see. Maybe I can pay him for like a commission, and then like say, hey, it's for my birthday, and then he might go for it then. So anyways, got a decent amount of topics once again. Not a lot happened, but I can talk about a bunch of nonsense. Thalborg, I think the idea is that if something is not for God, then it's for the world, or it's by being not for God, it's automatically evil or something. The only things that easily get a pass are like Christmas songs, and that's kind of it. They're like I said, they're even bigger Bible thumpers than I am. I love them to pieces, and they're great people, but yeah. So let's see here. Where can I begin? Okay, so in the announcements tab, I posted something very funny. I posted an outfit, and I explained how I got a boner as I dress in a miniskirt and pretend to be a girl. And something that I expected happened, which is some people took that incredibly seriously. And I've thought about that some, and it's very funny to me. And I think some people have been left wondering, like, is that real? Is it fake? What's the deal with that? And my answer. Well, actually, let me read it first. First off, I want to ask: am I coming through okay? By the way, like I said, my connection's a bit weird right now. Yes. Okay. So in the announcements, this is what I said on the 13th. How do you ladies hide your boners when you go out in girl mode? I have such a hard time. Upload, do you see what I did there? When I go out in women's clothes, LOL, I always end up needing to go to a public restroom, the women's restroom, of fucking course, to masturbate. It's just so hard to hide a boner with a miniskirt. Pick related, what I plan to go out to in McDonald's. I'm already getting hard. And then there's a silly outfit, and this outfit includes a number of things. It's these white and blue shoes, knee-high LGBT rainbow socks, a black miniskirt, a white t-shirt that says "fuck me in the ass," two like trans flag arm warmers, 5 for each arm like LGBT bands, a face mask, and then a red hat that just says "cock" on it. And like I said, some people were left wondering, like, is this legit? Is this real? Is this fake? And I'm not answering that question. I'm going to leave it all to you to guess if it's real or fake or not. The reason being is that I think through my religious views and my political views, I think the answer to the question is incredibly obvious. So I'm not going to answer it. You guys can speculate on yourselves. Like I said, it's pretty obvious. Zig World Order. So Zig has really stepped up in recent weeks and become a really big part of making Thalmor Radio go by taking over when. Okay, first off, I need to take this coat off because now I'm doing the show inside. I'm actually burning up. Hold on. Okay, that's some better. So Zig has done little placeholder stuff very big is that he has taken over recordings, and he created a Thalmoria YouTube account where he's posting the recordings. And so in one of the categories, there's a recordings server, or a recordings room, I should say, and that's where you can view all of the recordings he's been making. And it is now going to be like the official Thalmoria, I guess you can say, YouTube channel. The Thalmor Radio YouTube channel is still around, but it's probably going to go inactive now because Zig has taken over that responsibility, and I appreciate it greatly. Shifty is still around, and he is still co-host, but he has been incredibly busy. I may resign him from it if he can't become more active lately, but I understand that he's busy, and that's fine. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Double co-host, yeah, we could also do that as well. I mean, there's no law that says there has to be one co-host. Triple co-host, oh jeez. So yeah, big thank you to Zig for helping out.
Arctic, you can't be co-host because you can't speak.
Yeah, doesn't Arctic like do a backflip off of a freeway if I hear him speak or something? Yeah, he can't do that. Oh, and also Zig was asking for like his own text channel or something so he can talk about Yakuza, I think, and I'm thinking about granting him that as well, but we'll see.
It was because I ended up rambling a lot about things, like
yeah, well,
like my potential dating life.
Yeah, well, I find that interesting, so I think that's fine.
I think since we're on the topic of me, I think I can announce it to everybody that was paying so much attention that I actually do have a date on Monday.
Oh.
That's all.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. You do it, Zig. With which girl, may I ask?
With the girl that I saw from across the room in a church.
Was it the one that you apologized to for no reason?
Yes.
Fucking awesome.
She just kept dangling the carrot. She was just like, "Come on, get over it."
Yeah, well, Asian. You go for it.
It's hard to find Asians in Kentucky.
But you're in Louisville. That's where I think more of them are than not.
Yeah, I still have yet to see more than like 2.
Yeah. they're very uncommon.
It's definitely not the West Coast.
Alright, so there is a third internal thing, and I'm saving it towards the end of the show, which is very unusual, but it's a special thing. So we'll get to that here soon. And there's a very special reason why it's last. And again, we'll get to that here shortly. So Nokia, the coal mines. The coal mines had an election for their leader, and Nokia won again. Nokia, incredibly based, starts multiple wars, fights multiple wars, and doesn't give a fuck. He must be a true hero in his community to keep winning despite all of his controversy. Yeah, Arctic, he did come in second place, I heard. You got 15% of the vote, and the other 85% went to Nokia. So, not even a close victory, overwhelming victory. Patrick, apparently, he says he's leaving, and then he does leave, and then he goes back. I'm not sure what that is about, but like I said, well, he keeps coming back because his people need him, and that's what a hero does. That's what, and Yakuza, Kiryu keeps coming back to Kamurocho because the Tojo clan keep getting into trouble, and like a hero, Kiryu returns. Same thing with the Commonwealth, not the Commonwealth, the coal mines and Nokia. When the coal mines needs him, he returns. So there you go. Absolute Chad. Yeah, there's Kiryu walking around the Kamurocho. Now imagine a skinny, kind of short-looking, lanky guy in a military outfit with cat ears, and a wig with long black hair, and that's Nokia, and that's him walking around the coal mines, ready for people to yell at him for some reason. I still don't fully understand why everyone hates him, but there you go. All right, what else is there? Morningstar, more like Moronstar. Okay, so Morningstar has once again made a noticeable presence back into politics and war. Mars officially surfaced after deleting like a month ago. Several Morningstar people came out of inactivity, and they launched attacks against KT. Including myself. I myself was hit by a Morningstar person, and I've been nuked twice. And 50's VDS is incredibly OP. It shot down 2 nukes in a row, which, if there's any, like, okay. I think it's pretty evident that in the conflict against Morningstar, God is on our side, because Shifty's VDS shot down 2 nukes in a row. I mean, come on, like, what's the odds? I think the odds of that is like 1 in 25, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That skirt does need to be longer. I like skirts, but yeah, little too short, little too short. What else is there? Oh, well, Morningstar, I don't got much to say. I don't know why Mars deleted and then came back. That made no sense. He didn't even change name or profile picture, so that was kind of weird. But yeah, I mean, I think other hedge members got involved against Morningstar. Cause see, we never pieced out with them, cause they were really dumb during the whole process. But I guess we're fighting them, and I guess we're just going to beat them we're going to bully them. We're going to beat them back into the dirt. We're going to smash their sandcastles. We're going to take their toys away. And there you go. Yeah, I think they do have like a general evil theme going on. Camelot-Carthago meme war. So there's another war going on. It's a meme war. It's between Camelot and Carthago. Very funny because, well, never mind. But they're making memes against each, and it's actually a genuinely funny thread. I've enjoyed reading it. If my memory serves me right, it was Carthago that was having the better memes. I think Carthago really laid it on pretty good. Does anyone disagree with? Okay. Type into the chat the name of the alliance you think that is winning the meme war. Both were good. They're all in the thread, Zig, the meme war thread. MPO is winning. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think Carthago really came out on top in that one. But they were lots of funny memes. I liked both sides. I'm playing the radical centrist card here. Both sides were good. Burn me. He's playing both sides. I ate O'Charlie's today with like a family friend and his daughter and the daughter's boyfriend. There was 5 of us. And I was with my mom, and it was at O'Charlie's, and I had the 6-ounce sirloin with fries, and I had a Coke, and I drank like 5 glasses of Coke. I just kept drinking, and I'm still paying for it. I cannot stop using the restroom since then, and that was 4 hours ago. So there you go. Oh, there we go. Just didn't post memes. I meant to Zig, I was. I went outside onto the front porch and I pissed on my steps like I normally do. Cause I live out in the country and I'm a free man. I'm a big, strong free man, and I piss wherever I want, including to my mouth sometimes during challenge pissing contests. But that's besides the point. It is freeing, Mad Max, and like, I feel okay. I don't know. Like, try to piss on your own balls. Oh, jeez. I don't know about that one. What are these logs here? Hold on. CBH talks. Okay. Which alliance is? Oh, CBH is Crusaders of the Holy Boogaloo, or whatever. Yeah, so I actually got a bit ahead of myself. I don't know what this micro war is going on. Jack did make a good little thing explaining it, but I still didn't follow it too well. But like, I know there's a war going on, Nokia, but like I don't understand the sides. I don't fully understand. Like, I don't know. It's just confusing to me. War aggression. Okay. And Pantheon came in today on their side, which is kind of eh. Okay, the coal mines, Children of the Holy, Children of the Holy Boogaloo, Aura, Compass. What the fuck is Compass? Oh, Compass is long name. Okay. Fuck, that stupid alliance. Pantheon. Okay. Thank you, Mindsome. Thank you. No, I mean long name. They're long name. The coal mines we've been okay. So like this micro war has an overlapping war. Oh geez. They're long name. They're long name. If you're going to pick a name that is so obtuse and unreasonable, like no, we're going to call you whatever we want to call you. Golden Phoenix Coalition. Okay. I don't know. It's just micro. So and then Pantheon joined in. The Pantheon's a joke. Who cares about Pantheon? Yeah, Nokia, you can speak. Hold on. Let me go over here. Step over the cable. Step over this skull. All right. Where's Nokia? Nokia. There you are. All right, Nokia, you can speak. Nokia, hello.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good. What's up?
Oh, nothing much. Yeah, we're having a little micro war because Aurora keeps starting wars and then demanding we peace the next day.
Give the background on. I don't follow this at all.
Yeah.
What's going on? Who started? Why did they start it?
All right, so
Give me the full
basically,
story.
Jack had told like Khan at the time that he was in talks about making a block with coal mines and Golden Phoenix Coalition. The following day of like telling them this, Aurora thought it would be a fantastic idea. Well, essentially, Peppa did to attack all of the coal mines. So
Okay.
Jack decided to continue making the block, and then we later posted our existence thing on the forums of like, yo, a new block, hello, what's up, everybody? And essentially, Micropocalypse was in the block and had joined the war, activating the treaty that was with our offshore at the time, which is funny, and then started attacking Aurora. Because there was nothing like having a bunch of cities 30s come down to bully a bunch of city like 26s. And
Yeah.
so essentially Aurora got really mad about this and started demanding white peace left and right. And I was like, alright, fuck it. Why not? What happened was later in life they decided they were angry about this and declared war on CHB. I'm not gonna say the full name, I can't for some reason. But they attacked CHB and who just disconnected? Is that me?
Nope, I still hear you just fine.
Alright, cool. So essentially what happened was this: Aurora thought it would be a fantastic idea to declare war on CHB for this, then, raid Neon Dystopia with a bunch of attrition wars, because that's what a raid is, the least profitable raid in existence, mind you. And basically attack anything that was allied to the coal mines that wasn't a prot of anything. Which makes sense because we have our Weebinism treaty, and if Weeb's dragged in, I'm sure they'd complain to Sphinx, who might or may not do something about it. So, they attacked all of our allies. So we joined the war, and the day of, they go over to CHB and was like, hey, can you guys piece this? We don't really want this to go any further than it is. And Jack came to me and was like, yo, they want peace. And I'm like, I don't really give a fuck. I just got here. Don't you peace yet?
Yeah.
So, the war continued, and then they demanded our surrender. We told them no, obviously. Then they asked for white peace themselves again, so we told them no, obviously. So our war's continuing because Trinity Blockers are like, we may be a bunch of micros, but at least we're not a big alliance that acts like one.
Now, there was a block with a bunch of these alliances. I guess that's broken apart now?
No, not quite. So what happened was after the old Aurora incident, Mindson decided to want to be closer to Church of Adam, so he left us to go to them. Micropocalypse, I don't know what they're doing. They told us that Rose was going to hit them, and they knew about it, so they're going to leave so we didn't have to help them. Keep in mind, I told them I was totally inclined with helping them, I didn't give a fuck at all, and I would have totally did it, but I don't know, they did their own thing, so I don't mind them. We're on good terms. So at that point, Jack told me the leaders of Animation Domination returned to the game and wanted to make an alliance. He wanted it in the block in case it was to grow, and I said, oh, sure, I don't see why not. I mean, it used to be a top 30, and they're the founders, so, they have a chance to reclimb that old scale of things.
Yeah.
I don't think Animation Domination was the best alliance, but it had a fantastic and fun community. So it's just one of those things. And as far as the war goes, it's basically Aurora trying to kick us around and demand things, failing at demanding things, then complaining when we don't peace when they want us to.
Well, I don't know. From my experience, the alliance that asks for peace first is probably the one doing worse off. So if Aurora is asking for peace, maybe they're ready to get out.
I guess. We're just nuking them. It's literally all we can do. We have no issue with this, and we'll go for as far as we feel like. So GPC effectively activated its treaty to get involved into the war and declared on the coal mines and Trinity. So because they declared on coal mines, Weebism decided they'd, go hit GPC, which pulled off a fantastic blitz that I'm sure no one expected of them. And it was absolutely splendid. And at the end of it, Mindsum briefly later was apparently approached by TCW and Weebs to have it be considered a separate war, and Aurora apparently agreed with this decision and were the most demanding of it, in fact. So Imperial didn't really care, besides the fact TCW expected it of them, supposedly. It's whatever. So it's considered a different war when it really shouldn't be. That's my outlook on it.
What are some of the peace terms that have been thrown around?
We were demanded reparations. We've been demanded to give them coal, which I said, of course, beat the road on that. The coal mines, we're gonna hold it. We're not gonna give it to you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyways, we've also been demanded a surrender notice, which we've also said no to, because why would we? We're not the ones over here begging for peace. We're begrudgingly wanting the war to go on for maybe 2 more weeks at the minimal. But I think the current consensus is let's make the other people who shouldn't surrender because they're demanding peace the most.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We did find out that they're in debt, which is, I think, why they're demanding peace.
Well, And so, who started this war again? I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but it's just.
It's fine.
I don't know,
Aurora started it.
micropolitics.
Aurora started it twice, so
Gotcha.
it's like whatever.
Gotcha.
If you
well,
look on
they
the
started it.
forums, Sphinx is yelling at Pantheon to disband because they're like over there saying how they're joining the war with the Mutual Defense Pact when it's in reality they're using their optional aggression part of it. And then
Well,
if you
they also said that the recognition of hostilities was a declaration of war, so I guess they're back to baby's first FA.
I don't know. I'm just
Okay.
leaving it alone.
Okay, Firewolf, I will unmute you, but say what you want to say fast because there's a weird delay on your end the past 2 times you've been here. Okay, Firewolf, you're unmuted. What you got to say?
Well, I saw that you guys were talking about the war. So what part are you guys on right now?
We were just talking about it in general. Say what you want to say, it's fine.
Well, I was just wondering what part you guys were just talking about.
We weren't talking about any particular part. So, whatever you want to say, go ahead and say it.
Well, of recently, I've been having a lot of trouble with Nokia and trying to give him the peace talks because they don't want to give up. So right now, Aurora is just going to continue rolling you guys, Nokia.
Cool story, man. We're ready to keep going. We were the ones who, after all, ended the peace talks.
Now, Firewolf, you're in Aurora, right?
I'm in Long Name.
Gotcha, that is right. Yeah, okay. Now, go on with what you was going to say.
Shoot, we're on the opposing side.
Firewolf, did you have something else to say? I feel like I interrupted you a minute ago.
I said we were on opposing sides.
Yeah, I figured as much. Remember, guys, Firewolf has a weird delay where it takes a little bit for anything said to reach him for some reason. Okay, well, Firewolf, I'm gonna go ahead and move on. Did you want to say anything else before we continued?
I honestly just wanted to also see what you had in store for me. Because you have a lot to unpack for the last week.
Yeah, well, I'm only about halfway through now. Thanks for coming on, Firewolf. I'm gonna mute you again. Thanks for speaking.
You dick.
All right, so Nokia, anything else you want to say about? Anything else you want to say about the war?
Nothing much. Do you have any questions on it? Besides that, there's not much to be said. It's basically micropolitics gone wrong, I guess.
I think that's about it for me. All right. Yeah, I think I'm ready to move on. I'll leave you unmuted though, Nokia. I'll leave you unmuted. Terminus S invades Afghanistan. So, Terminus S posted a declaration of war today against Mythic, and if ARG is Vietnam, then Mythic is Afghanistan. Swamp, they declared war on ARG, and I don't think that's going too well, actually. And see, the problem with Swamp, Swamp, they are large, but I don't think a lot of them are necessarily good. TI is fine. The Fighting Pacifist is fine, and that's kind of about it. Everyone else is kind of like, eh. We didn't declare war. What did happen then? Turn out that you guys did declare war on ARG. Oh, recognition. Okay. Yeah, gotcha. That makes sense. It started. Gotcha. Okay.
Do you mind real quick? Because I did see a few members of Swamp declare war. The Immortals never particularly did, but I believe I saw a post from the Lost Empire and the Federation.
Yeah, some members of Swamp made thread posts, which were like, okay. I don't think that's gone too well, but I could be wrong. Quitchweed, do you still voice chat any Quitchweed? Do you mind talking about it some? Lord Tyrion, I'll also let you talk about it, but you've only voice chatted once, as far as I know. Dad's gonna be next door. Okay. You should go to your dad and the meeting and include them on the radio show and explain to your dad what the war against Arg from Swamp is. I think that would be pretty based. And yeah, and do it very loud. Yeah. Swamp has taken. Yeah, that looks about right. Well, but the thing about ARG is that they don't have a lot of info to blow up in the first place, so. Okay. Is there anyone else here who is like a Swamp representative who can talk about this? Probably not. I think Swamp can sit on ARG. I think Swamp can come out top, but it would take some coordination on their part, and I don't think I've seen that yet. I also prefer Swamp over ARG, because ARG is full of insane people. You know what, James? I don't think is on. He's been missing a couple shows lately. I hope he's doing okay. I hope the alcohol hasn't gotten to him. Oh, he is here. I'm just stupid. Okay, James, do you want to talk about it any? No, okay. Well,
I've never seen James this quiet before.
James drunk. Okay, well that's okay. I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult to really fight raiders. It was hard for, it was easier for Rose to fight KT because of the numbers. Because there were like 80 Rose members plus allies with compared to only like 30 KT guys, but that it was easy for Rose. Which Rose wanted to peace out real fast, and they got really mad when we wouldn't peace out. A bit different here, there's a lot of Swamp people. It's really open season on Swamp from ARG's perspective. And again, a lot of Swamp people aren't very good. So I imagine the war is probably pretty fun on their end. Yeah, I see. That attitude doesn't look right to me. It's a fight because ARG wants their cake and to eat it too. It's not much of a bother for us. It's like, I think it probably is a bother because you guys have took quite a bit of damage. Can you guys rebuild easily? Yeah, sure. I think you can. I think Swamp overall can be pretty decent, can be pretty competent, but I don't know. It is good. It is good training. Any alliance, no matter their quality, a war is good for them because the shit people, who's shit, you can kick them out or tax farm them. The good people learn. So yeah, any war is good. I guess that's an angle I wasn't even thinking of, but it is true. It is good training for Swamp people. And I was thinking, ARC, 3.4 billion to the Swamp, 13 billion. But ARC, first off, there's a lot more Swamp people, and ARC doesn't have infra to blow up. So kind of a one-sided picture. We're special for ARC. Yeah. Well, the Morningstar people hit KT, and we're going to base cycle them out. It can be hard to do though. Remember, don't lose their money. Well, and also like the bank and stuff, they can hold on to the profits that they make. Like I said, it's hard to fight. It's hard to fight a raiding alliance, and that's why I make the comparison. ARG versus Swamp is Vietnam. Test against Mythic is Afghanistan. It's going to be messy, and they're not going to accomplish much. And that's just how it is. It's dumb. But I'm not a big fan of ARC right now, so any damage Swamp can do, that's pretty dope.
Blue
Leave
Bear
him
needs to
mythic.
come back and lead.
Blue Bear cries and shit his pants when you raid him. I don't know about that one. Ripper seems pretty competent.
Boy
Who
says
was the
trying to
other
lead
guy?
test. I wonder if he'll ever go back.
He probably won't. He seems pretty solid in tests. There's another guy. Ogadin? Ogadin was a pretty good leader, and that's going back years. But he was a pretty good leader. Obviously, I don't like Mars right now. I hope he stays out of leadership. Ogadin, man, very good. Who is the current leader of ARG? Is Ripper?
I think it's Zim.
Zim. I don't know who Zim is, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, and I'm turned off from Ripper because of months ago the argument that we had about using the word retard or autistic or chromo, and how he made a big deal out of that. I thought that was stupid. Chromo. And of course, I'm not a big fan of Blue Bear because he's an insane retard. And I'm not a big fan of of Mars because he defended Morningstar's OOC bullshit. So it's like, lots of people in ARG that that I'm like, I'm not so sure about all that.
I'm Og's Og in the end.
Yeah. Oh, and Nokia just posted the gov. Ripper is leader then.
Said Rip. Yo, yeah, Ripper is leader then.
Shadow, is that the Indian guy, Shadow? I think he's decent. Kind of silly, but he's decent.
No, that is not the Shadow. They do not have a nation. I talk to them every day.
Gotcha. So Ripper had an argument of political correctness, and then ARG defended Mars. I don't think ARG defended Mars, although the membership did seem to support Morningstar, but I didn't see any I didn't see Ripper come out and say, "Oh yeah, Mars is fine." Mars was the leader of ARG, yeah. Yeah, but ARG members not in Gov did kind of come out on their side, but everyone was pretty much against the bullshit being pulled. Okay, so Tess is fighting Mythic. They're probably going to get beat up decently. Mythic's probably get beat up decently, but they're Raiders, so that's probably part of the core. And nothing much will come out of it. And I understand their excuse of, oh, well, we're protecting our members, and that's fine, but I don't know. You're punching at water. Have you guys ever been in a wave pool? You know how like a wave is coming at you and you throw yourself against it? Like trying to fight a raiding alliance is like when that wave comes at you, you try to like punch it or kick it. It's like you're not gonna do a lot. You're not gonna do a lot.
Look, to quote Mataza, if a raider's making negative money even when fully slotted, they're just a bad raider still.
I agree they're far from invincible, but they're just so different. It's like yeah, pain in the ass, and they run low infra usually, and it's like it's not practical. There you go. That's a good way to put it. But the only way you can suppress them if they're really going after you is to thrash them hard. I know that's what fucking all alliances. I think that's what UPN did against them one time. Was UPN beat ARG so hard that like UPN forced them to give up raiding for a while. I forgot when that was. A couple years ago.
I know there was a time
Okay.
when KT was declared war on ARG. I don't remember. Not KT, but TKR. My bad.
Yeah, and that seemed to have some progress on it, or at least they left. Which I rated TKR. No, I rated I rated SK once, and TKR's counters were so effective that I did eventually stop. And that's the only way you can get them to stop is to just not make it worth it. Yeah, ARC did stop raiding. UPN imposed terms on them that were like, you will stop raiding, and they obeyed. And then I think when TKR fought them in a war, I don't remember when this was, but Cindy Spear, I think it was Cindy Spear. Cindy Spear made them give that up so ARC could raid again. UPN was the #1 alliance in 2015 for a while. UPN was #1 with over 100 members, which was a big deal back in 2015. And they had 4 protectorates under them in a protectorate block. And even
remember
with
that.
this powerful position, even with all of this support, they still fucked it up. But whatever.
I'm actually surprised that when Pantheon lost the bank, got couped 3 times, and a bunch of stuff during the last global war, they somehow stayed like top 10 for a very long time, with everything going dead wrong.
Well, full of I was like that. Who was leader? I don't remember who was leader, but Underlord was very powerful internally in that alliance back then, I believe. I don't think Abyss was ever in UPN. Actually, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he was. I was never in UPN yet. I don't think he was. Okay, so there's a guy I'm going to talk about because he has made me mad. The leader of TTL, Victor, whatever. Him? Man, I love Victor. I miss him. I think maybe he was leader. Yeah. So there's a guy in the main Politics and War server, and he is only a part of the Politics and War server. But his name is Vacaid, Vacaid. And if you do a search in the Discord for messages from him and look at them, he is. I don't want to say he's insane or crazy. I only want to reserve that for special things. But he yaps on a lot, and he talks a big game, and he acts very tough. He's the leader of the Commonwealth. But first off, he claims English isn't his first language, which I will believe. But he goes on, like, I know his earlier messages, he talks about how, like, a DNR color block build is important, and there was a discussion over what the fuck that is. He talks about how steel needs to be sold at 18K a piece so that it can be bought for 8 or 9K. Like, he really goes on and on and on. And what Yang said, he does not post his nation link. He talks mad shit, but he is terrified of, like, getting attacked. So he absolutely refuses to post his nation link. Absolutely refuses. Anti-commerce builds. And he's also scared of IP tracking links, so he refuses to click on any URLs about it. You could post a URL to an alliance, and he will be like, "No, I'm not clicking that." He's an odd one. I've seen people theorize he's a troll, and he might be, but man, I don't know, let me read. He also went on about how, like, the economy was going to crash in the game because he was in talks with different alliances. Like, he really he's the caricature of a random third world guy who is much dumber. Like, he thinks he's really smart, but he's not. He's actually dumb, and he keeps talking big, and he's really not that dumb. He's really not that smart. Someone from a shithole country based Mad Max. Yeah, he has like almost 1,000 messages, I think, and they're all just crazy, insane shit. It's really funny. But he will not post his nation link. He is so scared, and it pisses me off because you cannot act tough, you cannot act strong if you're like, no, I'm not gonna post my nation. It's so stupid. Yeah, he wanted treaties to reset every yearly quarter for some reason, which I think we already do. So that's kind of weird. Yeah, it already happens. I want to read something he said earlier. Gosh, it'll take me a minute to find it. I'm probably a robot, but that's okay. Okay, let me see if I can find what he said earlier. Fuck, that's not it. Okay, I just have to search for it manually. No, I don't. Fucking Discord. No, Discord, stop! Okay, there we go. If all trees deleted at once. I wonder how many treaties would be gone. Because they weren't serious trees to begin with. If that happened.
I think it'd be just a redo of like what I recall from like 2016, where everybody just has the treaties on their homepage and just type them up there.
Yeah. Okay, where is it? Fucking hell. He posted a rant earlier. That was weird. I'm gonna get no Discord stuff. He's an ex-EE member. What does the EE stand for, Mindsum? Egyptian Empire. I thought you meant Evenstar Empire, which was my first micro. That's okay.
Wouldn't it be fantastic if the guy you hated came from your old alliance?
That would be something. That would be something. There's only one person left playing that was in Evenstar Empire with me. I think maybe he's also quit, but like, man, good times that was. Why can't I find this stupid fucking thing? Yeah, okay, this is it, I think. So he said this at 1:19 p.m. today, and I'm just going to I will copy and paste it, but I'm also going to read it off because it's really something. Okay. Vacaid today at 1:18. I am hearing that the Commonwealth joined the swamp. Congrats on diplomacy breakthrough. The Commonwealth, from the time being in the alliance, they never wanted to be tied to the swamp or hedge. LOL. PS. The swamp can thank me later. And then a couple minutes later, he posts this, which is yeah, the Commonwealth pissed me off about the taxes. I was leaving them anyway, so I joined back at the Federation Discord. I posted about how the whole Commonwealth Alliance and subs were under 100 taxes, so I put that in the Federation Discord where every swamp member could see. They didn't know they damaged them. That bad $15 billion, they only made back 12 billion. I was putting it in the chat. Commonwealth really wasn't allied with people that had money anyway, so I'm no surprise that they joined the swamp. LOL. I don't know what any of that means or says. Can I have an interpreter? Is there a Vacaid interpreter in the chat? What'd you say, Nokia?
I said I can give it a shot. Let me see here. The Commonwealth apparently made him mad due to the taxes. He must have posted something related to the, I think maybe the tax logs. Subs? What does he mean by subs? I give up. Somebody else try. But my guess is he posted the logs someplace, which then essentially Swamp felt bad because Swamp's always bragging about how much money they got.
Firewolf, you sound like you have history with this Vacaid guy. What can you tell us about him? Can you tell us anything? It sounds like you guys are friends.
I also thought they meant submissives, Epi.
Wait, did he? Wow. I can confirm Spinks is not. Yeah, but all of his messages are like that. If you go back through them, it's really something. So we have to find who this guy is. If you find Vacaid's nation, tell me and provide evidence. And I will probably reward you somehow. I don't know. We'll see. But we have just like the world came together to find Osama bin Laden, we have to come together to find Vacaid. Okay. I feel like there was one more thing I wanted to talk about before I quit politics and war. Okay, final call. Did anything else happen I need to talk about in politics and war?
You're quitting politics and war? Oh no, just freeform EE.
You didn't really talk about Mythic at all.
Yeah, I talked about
You talked
test
about
fighting
art.
Mythic. Well, I think I said there wasn't much to talk about with it. So Tess is fighting Mythic. It's like punching water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
just
there's
wanted to
not
bring
much.
it up.
There's not much to say.
I just wanted to bring it up because I'm actually in Mythic right now, and it's annoying because I can't just declare on random people for memes anymore. I have to actually like pay attention to the people that are gonna immediately slot me. It's sad.
Sun Tzu, I think you're wrong. I think everyone in Children of the Light was already a stripper. Especially sketchy. Especially sketchy. Deludes.
Oh, that's true. That did happen this week. That guy gave everyone $1 in the entire game. I think.
I call lies. I did not get $1.
Were you blockaded at the time?
Probably.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
He couldn't
that
send
would
it
be
to.
why.
He sent it to everybody that wasn't blockaded.
I got $1 too. Yeah, that's the Orbis coronavirus economic impact payment. So there you go. Everyone got $1 for it.
And it was funny that it was him too, because I didn't realize he was doing it to everyone. I thought he was just reminding me because I actually owed him 9 million from a raid that I did of him earlier, where I needed money.
Oh no, I thought it was when people. I guess if you're gonna like say it's like a coronavirus thing, that's kind of funny because at the moment I got this lovely thing coming in soon from the government, which is a once a year grant of $364 that's supposed to help me with rent. Because I got out of the army, so I'm a civilian again, which is yes.
Oh, so if you go into the military and then leave, they pay for your rent indefinitely?
No, not at all. The state of Washington, because I'm unemployed because of the coronavirus, which is making it a little difficult to actually get a start date and actually get going to work at full time. So the state essentially, I went to them for food stamps so I could afford to eat because I do have people living with me and I need to feed them as well.
Yeah.
And they gave me a once a year grant for someone for a cash grant because I'm like impacted by the coronavirus because of this, and it's $364 for rent.
Gotcha.
Name any place in the United States that is that cheap.
I mean, there were some places in Kentucky for 600, but yeah, that does sound pretty cheap.
With roommates, easy.
Oh yeah,
I'm
those
gonna need a
roommates.
lot of roommates to make this work.
I used to pay $178 a month.
Yeah, the issue with this is
North
I'm in a
Dakota.
house and there's kids here, so the kids can't really do work because then I'll be violating child labor laws, which I don't want to be in jail, so no thank you.
I submitted my. I didn't file taxes. I've never filed taxes, but I filed my thing with the IRS to get my 1,200 Trump bucks, and I got an email that said that it was received and accepted. So I hope I'll get some money from Trump, from Daddy Trump.
I
That'll be
also
good.
hope we get the more Trump bucks for the month.
Awesome. Tax evasion. I've never had a job, so yeah. Well, it's complicated, but I've never like actually followed the forum. Not tax evasion, I don't think. What was the chocolate? We're not selling any chocolate yet though. That's the thing.
The government's the one who decided to send a bunch of dead Americans money. It's not his fault they sent it to some living ones too.
I don't make any money. That is right. My living situation is very complicated. I only make money. So let's talk about real life stuff. Well, hold on. I want to ask again. Are there any? Oh, I can make an OnlyFans in which I just take pictures in a Templar outfit. That'd be pretty cool, actually. Final call, real life. Final call, politics and war. Anything else to talk about before I move on to real life? Hit. Okay. Okay, I don't really care about offshore being hit. I don't think MPO is back. CT owned site launch. We can do collabs. CT owned. That's Mad Max's stuff, right? Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that website. I did talk about the Mean War. I don't care about Aurora hitting micro apocalypses offshore. That doesn't really matter to me. CT owned. Oh, it's not yours. You just write for it. Oh fuck! What's that? Shamadru? Okay, that is right. That is right. And CT owned. That's a separate stat website, right? It's Carthago's. Gotcha. Okay, thank you. I am very ignorant, so thank you guys for explaining these things to me.
Look, NP owned just sounds better. I'm sorry.
That was a good website. The Frawley? Was that who run it? Frawley's MPO site was really good.
It's sad that it just says pay to win on it now. That's it.
Okay, so let's talk about something fun. Let's talk about sex and death. Sex and drugs. Woo woo. Okay. Hold on. What was the order? Okay. So, do you guys want to see Cardi B's nipples? Her birthday came up, and she accidentally posted a nude photo. I'll spoiler it. I'll spoiler it. Hold on, I need to upload it. Give me a minute. I will play a song.
You might have to change your channel to NSFW if you do that.
Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thalmor Radio. Yeah, he's coming at you from the top. Oh no, no, he won't stop. Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thalmor Radio.
Thalmor Radio.
Okay, so Cardi B's a rapper. Is she from Australia? I think she's from Australia, but she's a rapper. And I don't like her. I don't like her because she's a criminal. It came out that she used to rob people for money, and she gets a pass on it for some reason. And no one seems to care, even though she's a violent criminal and she'd probably be in prison. Kind of like Tenkeshi 6ix9ine, like violent rapper, violent criminal, should probably be in prison, but isn't for whatever reason. She's from Manhattan. I thought she was from Australia. Maybe I'm just dumb. Trend data. Okay, where can I put? When can I post this? Her nipples are really weird. They're really big. They're really big and they look weird. And I'm a boob guy, but they still look weird. Where can I? let's see, Ziggy Azalea. I probably am thinking of Iggy. Yeah. Always talks. I do not always talk about boobs. This is like my second or third or fourth time talking about boobs on this show. She probably does have a lot. I will post the. Okay, I should probably download it first. And this will be one of the few times I ever post not safe for work material because I will not enable horny posting. But she is a celebrity, and they do look really weird. So I'm going to. I will do it. I will do it here. go to horny jail. There you go. Where can I post this? I'll just post it. I'll post it here. I'll spoiler it and post it. Downloads. Okay. Spoiler. I'm spoiling it. This is not safe for work material. I'm about to upload. Avert your eyes, children. If you're under
18.
If you're under 18, do not look at this. If you're under 18, close your eyes for 2 minutes.
If you're Italian, it's
Okay.
16.
Oh man. Okay, come on. Process faster, you stupid thing. Kick Arctic real quick. Well, Fairy Moon, I think you have tits in real life, so you're okay. You're fine. If you're from Japan under 13, it's a bit more nuanced than that, Zunsu. This thing is still not. Discord is trying to prevent me from uploading Cardi B's tits. Upload fail. Fuck you, Discord. Let me do this. Let me show off her sausage nipples. Come on.
Hey, all you have to do is switch the channel to NSFW for like a second, and you'll be allowed to send it, and then just turn off NSFW after it's sent.
Does wait, so like does Discord have a bot that can tell that it's nudity?
Yes, it can block nude photos in non-NSFW channels.
Oh fucking hell.
Just use that writing competition channel.
Yeah, I think I might just use that. Yeah, that's the most practical solution.
By the way, wasn't that supposed to end today?
It was supposed to end last week. Only 2 people like really did anything. I extended it this week. No one still did it. So I'm going to. There's $30 million in the pot. I'm going to give 30 million both to Arctic and Crazy Gamer because they actually did something. Okay, edit channel. How do I make this a not safe for work thing? Oh gosh.
If you give perms, I'll do it.
There it is. There it is. Okay. Okay, Discord, save it. I am putting too much effort into showing off Cardi B's tits.
Way too much.
This is absurd. It's really not worth this much effort. Okay, fuck it. It's taking for. Okay, Cardi B's tits will not be shown tonight, I'm afraid. It is not working like I wanted to. So let's talk about drugs instead. So here's a picture I just uploaded. It's Hunter Biden sleeping with a crack pipe in his mouth. So there's a story behind this image. This goes back to Wednesday. So there was a computer repair store person. I've also heard it's a meth pipe. I don't know the difference between a meth pipe and a crack pipe, so I cannot verify. Perhaps if I were supplied with such items and given the correct materials, I could confirm, but I do not have access to anything, so I don't know. But anyways, there was a computer repair store, and the computer was brought in. It had stickers on it from something Hunter Biden was affiliated with. I don't remember the name. And it was brought in for water damage. It was also abandoned. So whoever brought in this laptop, the computer repair person would not confirm who the customer was. It is speculated. There is a good non-zero chance it was Hunter Biden himself. And on the data that was on the laptop that was abandoned, was stuff that made the computer repair person go to the FBI. And what happened from there is that picture, there's a picture of him smoking. There's apparently a picture of him doing drugs while fucking some chick. And so Hunter Biden is a filthy, fucking disgusting junkie who's also corrupt and probably evil. And this story was posted Wednesday. And see, there was also emails in there that confirmed the stuff with like Ukraine and whatnot, that Joe Biden leveraged his power for Hunter Biden in a corrupt deal. There's information in there that confirms that. However, when this was posted, the New York Times ran the story Wednesday, and on Twitter it got censored super hard. There was a lot of censorship Wednesday, and it still persists today, I believe. So yeah, I heard. I keep seeing Burisma get brought up too quickly. I think there's something similar going on. Yeah, lots of censorship on Facebook about it as well. And it's been kind of crazy. They censored the New York Post's stuff. They censored anyone talking about it. My cat is just tearing apart these paper towels here. You need to stop that. I need those paper towels. It's time for you to jump off the counter. There you go. Yeah, so there you go. Not much, Can you go outside, Quitchy, or on your phone to talk? Yeah, they didn't Hillbilly. That's the thing. Like, so Twitter's explanation was this is leaked material, therefore we cannot post it, or illegally obtained material. But the same was true for Trump's tax stuff as well. So it's just bias. It's just bullshit bias. Okay, Quitchy, do you want to be unmuted? It sounded like you have something to say. Fuck it, let's go. Okay, Quitchy, let's go. I like that energy. Where are you at? There you are. All right, Quitchy, you're unmuted. Tell me what you think.
Okay, so the thing with basically the New York Post is the one that came out with it. It's not the New York Times. They use the New York, they do New York, and then they take posts from Washington Post to try to give them that I'm credible energy. But basically the story is that they had a shop owner, like a computer repair shop owner, have Hunter Biden drop off his laptop for repair, and then Hunter apparently just is like, you know what, the cost is too much. I'm not doing it. And so apparently he went into the computer himself, and then he found a bunch of these emails. Among them is an email saying, supposedly detailing him setting up a meeting between his dad and then I think it was the people at Burisma, which was one of the things that Joe Biden denied. Of course, the Biden campaign says is that the schedule shows that this never happened. He was doing something else at whatever this was doing instead. Other than that, yes, we got nothing else from New York Post, from what I know. But along with the email is supposedly, I think it was sex videos or something of Hunter Biden and so on. No, it's not a couldn't afford their computer repair bill, but a common thing is that you drop off the computer at the place, and then it costs so much. It's like they just decide, like, fuck it, I'll just get a new one.
It is entirely plausible that a filthy, disgusting junkie like Hunter Biden sent in the laptop, took a hit, and just forgot about it. Especially, of course, when, like Quitchy said, it's very easy to replace one. But there you go. Also, go back to sex in the writing competition. In the chat, I posted with a spoiler Cardi B's weird, gross nipples. So let's pivot into that real quick. It is spoilered. Only look at it if you're of age and not a good boy. So to describe this image. Okay, first off, I don't know what's wrong with her eyes. I guess she's high, because I'm pretty sure she does drugs too. She's got like her arm like arched back and her hands behind her head, and she's just topless, and she's got weird sausage nipples. They're really weird. They're really weird. And she's got her makeup done. And so yeah, like I don't know what's up with those nipples.
She's a rapper, right? So she lives in Cali, probably.
Probably, yeah.
So yeah, weed would be legal there. She reminds me of what's that one movie? Fuck. It's like I don't know. It's about a bunch of college kids who sing choir.
I don't know.
Man, I should find that movie. There's a lady who has I'm just gonna stop talking about this.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and delete it now. So everyone's got a chance to see the Cardi B weird nipples. There we go. Zig, you can take off the not safe for work requirements on the chat now. So there we go. Now back to drugs. Yeah. The censorship was really massive with the someone's typing furiously. Can
That would be me.
that?
I'm sorry. Well, basically with the censorship, I know this is like the thing is that the media's a lot of social media is getting flagged for like the whole spread of fake news and everything. So this is kind of I think this is their attempt at shutting down that fake news before it can spread. And there's a good cause for that. It's not just like, for instance, the 2016 election, which I don't know, depending on where you stand politically, you may think that's biased, but this is also an issue in terms of a lot of other places. For instance, I know that the spread of fake news during the Rohingya and all the genocide that happened there was in part caused by fake news. And I know that in Sri Lanka, there were incidents where a big panic occurred, resulting in targeted attacks against the Muslim minority there, as well as, I believe, in some cases, lynchings, because there was a fake news that spread that Muslim restaurant owners were putting some sort of thing into food they were serving the Sri Lankans there in order to sterilize them so the Muslims could take over. So I think for me at least, the reason why they're like you're seeing all this shut down is primarily as collateral to kind of work on shutting down that fake news. And I guess at this moment, the only source I know of that has reported this has been the New York Post. And as somebody did mention before, they kind of basically are a kind of tabloid level, which doesn't make them all too trustworthy. So if they kind of blow up, then you get, again, your issue with fake news.
So you think Twitter and Facebook are right for censoring the story as much as possible?
I think this is collateral. I think they have a good reason, at least, to begin censoring it right off the bat. Whether or not this is the correct move or not, I suppose, comes out to whether or not there's more corroborating evidence showing that, no, this is actually news. This is not just a random hit article. Yeah, I suppose there is that issue as well, though, Spring Princess.
All right. Well, that's about it for all I got to say. I want to talk about my final thing, which is an internal. And usually I save my internals to all the beginning of the show. I talk about the show, talk about myself. But there was one thing I've saved towards the end, and I've saved this towards the end because if I mentioned it at the beginning, I wouldn't be doing it justice, and it would set a bad tone for the rest of the show. October 16th, I don't want to say it's not a big day for me, but it's a hurtful one, because this was the day 2 years ago in 2018 that Alex Hagen passed away. I know Epi knows who I'm talking about. Some of you might remember who I'm talking about. But Alex Hagen was a player in this game who, at the time of his passing, had to quit for so many months. I had his Facebook, I had his Snapchat and Instagram. We communicated some even after he quit. And he very tragically took his own life this day 2 years ago. And it's a day that I'm blessed. I haven't experienced a lot of loss in my life, but when he passed on, it was very hurtful. And so it's a day that I remember. It's a day that I keep in mind because he was a friend. And we pray for his soul. I think God has mercy on those. The church tradition is that suicide is a sin, but I think God has mercy on those who are sick, which I believe he very much was. And that's all I have to say. We will pray for him, we'll keep him in our minds, and we will encourage those who may be also struggling to seek help that they need. And that's all we can do. And that's all that I have to say for tonight. And that's why I saved this towards the end, because it's hard to go from being regular Thalmor Radio to talk about something like this to back to let's be nice. It's like no, let's have our fun, and then let's end it on the solemn note. I think the idea is I don't know, that's a Catholic thing, and I'm not too familiar with the theology there, but we like pray for the Lord to have mercy or something. Again, I'm not too versed in the actual theology there, but it's a good sentiment either way. And I think that's it. Thank you guys for coming out. We could squeeze out a show for an hour and a half. That was Dobie. Yes, he also went by Thorn, Oakenshield, and a few other names. Wait, yeah, that was Thorn. Yeah, he did die. He did go by Herbert Hoover, I think it was. You didn't know Quitchley? Wow. Well, I guess but that's the thing. He went by so many different names. It's not surprising that you wouldn't know. Yeah, he was pretty out there. He had a crazy sense of humor. But he was fun. I think ultimately he was a good person. He was fun. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming out. I had a lot of fun. And I'll see you guys next week. I'm going to play the theme, then we're going to end the show.